Hello, my geometry classes. This is your teacher speaking, Miss Reller. I have posted here a homework help video. This is for section 1.1, and I hope to post as many of these videos throughout the year as I can, but most importantly for sections that I feel may be more difficult than others and that we might be struggling with. And this one is just to kind of get your feet wet with it and just to try it out. So these are to be used for those of you who might need the extra practice or who may not remember how I taught something or how to go about something a certain way. So these are for you and just for everyone in general to get some extra practice. So it can be used in multiple ways. So after each lesson, especially the ones that maybe a little bit more challenging, I will try to get these videos up in our Google Classroom page, and you can just access it from there and check it out. So how it will go is we'll just do a couple problems that are similar to your homework and be on our way. So this first section was on identifying points, lines, and planes. So it's a lot of vocab, and geometry will continue to be that way. So the first thing we're going to do is review some symbols, and this is what a lot of your homework is about. So we have this first symbol here. We'll get started. A. There's no symbol above the A. It's just the letter A. There's nothing else. So we know that these are always just simply points. So we have a point here, and it is point A. You can call it a point in your homework, point A. They just want you to tell them what the symbol means. So in this case, it is a point. Next one, we have MN with a line over it, but no arrows or anything on that line. It's just a line, and it stops. So a line that stops, that doesn't keep going forever, is a line segment. So here we have a line segment, and it's line segment MN. Next up, we have a line again, but this one has arrows on both ends. It's right here. Then we know that this is a line because a line goes on forever. So those arrows kind of show that it's going on forever. Last one we have is just one arrow here. This is a special one. It's not a line like up here. In this one, it's actually called a ray because it just has that one arrow, so it shoots off one direction, and that's a ray. Next example we have here are two intersecting lines because they're going on forever, and they're line S here and line T. So this correlates kind of to the same problems in your book here, page 6, numbers 8 through 11, and I'm actually going to go through these. So lucky you will get some free answers here, but I hope that you will listen and follow along as best you can, because this will be something you'll have to do on your own in quizzes and tests. So the first question that the book has, number 8, what is another name for line segment ZY? So line segment ZY here is going to be this. Just this part, because it doesn't go on forever. And it's asking, what is another name for that? Well, we know that a line segment ZY can actually be written YZ as well. You can flip it around and it means the exact same thing. So that would be the answer to that one. Number 8. Next up, name all rays with endpoint V. So we have V here in the middle. That's our endpoint. So our endpoint is where we start here. And where do we shoot off to? Which direction? We can actually shoot anywhere because V is in the middle. So we actually have ray VY. Even though Y doesn't go all the way out to the arrow, that's still valid. Okay, so we have VY, and we're going to put the arrow above it because it's a ray. And we also have VW. Sorry, my handwriting isn't the greatest. I'm on my computer. We have VZ because it's shooting out that way as well. and we have Vx. And here, since V is our endpoint, we need to make sure that is written first. Okay, so all these have V first. So that would be number 9. And number 10 is asking for 2 pairs of opposite rays. So this can be multiple answers, actually. So we just named a bunch of rays. So why don't we just pick one of these? So we have, let's just pick Vy, for example. Ray Vy. What is our opposite ray to Vy? Well, opposite means, you know, going the other way, or different, the exact opposite / exact different / the different direction would be this way. So our opposite way would be ray would be the Z in this case. Those would be our opposite rays. Last but not least, we have number 11. Give another name for WV. The ray WV. So in this case, our endpoint is W here. There it is. And that's, the ray is right here, WV, this black. Well, if you remember from class, hopefully I mentioned this, that we can actually keep going and extending this ray because our ray goes on forever. So if we keep going out, we actually hit another endpoint here. And that endpoint is X. So WV can actually be WX as well because V, WV, and X all lie on this line T. So that's a little bit more difficult. Last but not least, we have this plane. There's a bunch of planes on here. So this will correlate more with like 17 through 20 in your book. So it's kind of the same as those. Remember, planes have 2 dimensions, okay? It looks like a 4 wall, and it extends without end. So technically, these are a bunch of planes here. So we have EFD here, or sorry, FED here. Remember, we can just use 3 points to label a plane. So FED would be this green in the front. We also have GED, so that's this top part. There's a bunch of them, and they could technically go on forever, but they make this nice cube-looking thing here. And the questions I have for you are: name the intersection of GE and FE. So GE, let's find it. I like to highlight things. So we have GE here, and FE here. And it's asking, what is the intersection? Well, I just highlighted this. Where do these 2 lines meet? Well, GE, FE, they have a point in common, so they meet at that point, and that point is E. So points, remember, just labeled like that. No, nothing above it. Lastly, name the intersection of plane GEF and GAD. So let's highlight. We have GEF, so it's going to be over here, kind of back behind. And then we have GAD. GAD. Oh, so it's going to be up top as well. Oh, sorry, this is going to be interesting looking. So what I like to do is find where they kind of meet up. And if it's this back side over here, and this top part right here, well, we actually have this line right here that kind of connects those 2. And that line is GE. So that connects those 2. And it's a line, remember, so we would want to put above it this line symbol. Remember, lines go on forever, And in this case, planes go on forever too, even though it doesn't look like it, it still does. So those would be our answers. I hope this was of help to you, and let me know always if you have any other questions. I'm always here to help you out.